Hi, welcome. I'm glad to have you with me today. Um, Today, I want to talk a little bit about our positive emotions. A lot of times, the negative emotions get the attention because we don't want them. We want to figure out how to get rid of them. And that's good because they have a message. And when we address them because we want to get rid of them, we learn something and we grow. And so those are really important. But a lot of times they steal the show, right? They get the most attention because they're uncomfortable and we don't want them. So today I want to talk about paying attention to our positive emotions. I don't think we do that enough. Like this morning, after my workout, I got into the shower and felt the warm water on my back, and it felt so good. I felt so grateful, and there was actually a change in the way I felt in my body, not just the sensation of the warm water on me, but a change inside in my feelings, almost like a release or gratitude. I think gratitude can be a form of release. And that's really powerful because when we have our emotions, when we feel them in our bodies, that's actually a change of hormones going on in our body and body chemicals, and that affects us physically. Like when you're stressed, sometimes you can feel that. You can feel the tightness in your chest and your stomach. You can feel a churning. And there's the stress hormone cortisol that happens, and there's some other interactions with stress hormones that cause some results in your body that you might not like. It can lead to pain. It can lead to depression, anxiety, and a lot of other body problems. Those stress hormones can contribute to, especially when they're there all the time. But on the flip side, when we have those positive emotions, like I talked about, that gratitude and that relief, that gives us some different hormones. It kind of allows the cortisol level to lower right away. And it gives us things like endorphins, they call those the feel-good hormones, or oxytocin, the love hormone. And when we can access those feelings and cause those hormones to change in our bodies, that changes not only our experience in the present, but in the future, as those chemicals are going through our body and giving us different health results. So when you're feeling a good feeling, I want to challenge you to just close your eyes and just really experience it. Think of what it feels like in your body. Think a minute of something you're really grateful for, something last made you happy. Think about it here for a minute. Whether it's, like I said, the warm water of the shower, it can be something as simple as that. When you had your child come give you a hug, when you were excited because you broke a record, a personal record in your exercise or your competitions. Think of one of those moments like that, and think about, how did you feel in your body? Were you relaxed? Were you almost tingly, full of excitement and joy? And then think about that. Think about all those sensations that you feel in your body as you think about that, or as you think about what it felt like at the time. And as you do that, you will get a taste of that, your hormones will go back to that, because for good or for bad, a lot of times our bodies don't know the difference between thinking about it or it actually happening. The chemical reactions can be just the same. Sometimes they're not as intense when we're thinking about it, but it is this, the chemical reactions still happen. So let's practice thinking about and practicing those positive experiences, those positive memories, those positive emotions, and really connect with how it feels in your body. See if your shoulders go down. Notice if your face feels more relaxed and you smile or not. Notice what it feels like in your chest. Does it feel more open and relaxed? Does your stomach seem to let go and not have the churning or the tightness? How about your shoulders? When you do this, you also start to change your neural pathways. And what I mean by that is, for so long, I used to think I was prepared for the worst. I'd like to say I expect the best and prepare for the worst. But I think a lot of times I was still expecting the worst. And I was looking for that and expecting that. There was a level of tenseness in my body a lot of the time. And have you ever heard the saying, you find what you're looking for? Yeah, I would find the negative because that's what I was looking for. That's what I was preparing for all the time, that I didn't even notice the positives. So as you start noticing the positives, start practicing feeling it, practicing and naming how it feels in your body, you're going to start training those neural pathways to look for those positive experiences. And as you look for them, they're going to be more available to you, because that's what you're expecting. That's what you're looking for. Have you ever noticed, like, say you were looking for to buy a new car, and you did some research and you said, oh, this Subaru, I want to look at that. And all of a sudden you start to see all of these Subarus on the road that you hadn't noticed before. We do that. So let's train your brain to not just look for the Subarus, but to look for those positive experiences. And then you'll start to feel them, take advantage. When you see them, you feel them, and then it becomes this cycle. You'll retrain the neural pathways into looking for those experiences. Your emotions will know how to feel them. And your body will have more of the endorphins and the oxytocin and less of the cortisol and the adrenaline. So let's work on that. And if you want help with that, I work on this with clients. It sounds simple, but it can be tricky to start catching it and to start practicing it. And I can work on that with you, but you can work on this alone too. So let's start looking for the positive. Let's retrain the brain. All right, we'll see you next time.